I am back and with some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're on episode 81 and we're going to continue on as always. We're on... What did we do last time? I think we took on Medusa, didn't we? Yeah, well I remember, yeah, I think so. I think it was last time. Or it was the episode before that. And yeah, what I remember, it was pretty good, wasn't it? It wasn't the hardest boss fight, but it was probably the funnest. It proper was a good adventure. I don't even know where, I can't remember anything where we were at. Because I played that, I've been kind of busy with other games, like... I've done some San Andreas, Grounded. In this rotation we finish off State Decay, which is a bit weird, like tomorrow evening. It'll be 2 parts of episode 8, because right near the end of the part 1 the game crashed. We were destroying the last wall, and the game crashed, and then I came back to finish it off, which lasted 5 minutes, so I stayed on for an extra half an hour just to mess about for a little bit. But yeah, we finish off State Decay Heartland for the last Wilkerson playthrough, which was good. It's been good. What are we doing here? Like, oh, are we going Nafi right now? There's a Nafi. Oh, okay, so we're going down here. Okay. And yeah, we finished that off. And I'm putting more in Assassin's Creed into this rotation, even though I've done 4 days of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Just because I want to have Assassin's Creed still in the rotation. And then... as of today, as of streaming this, which is the 15th of November, so you can tell how far ahead I am. There's a rumour, because it's the 20th anniversary of Xbox, and there's a big rumour going around that they're going to release the Halo Infinite multiplayer. So I think if they do that, which would be kind of crazy, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it until Infinite comes out, like the campaign. And do it as like... I'm not sure, because I'm kind of on the fence with everything. Because my idea is, when Infinite comes out, and I'm still playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, I'm going to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Halo Infinite at the same time, because I think I can finish Grand Theft Auto San Andreas pretty quickly. I think I want to get that game done as a nice series to be completed. And yeah, but in the meantime, I'm going to try and keep Assassin's Creed in the rotations where I can. Like this rotation, for example. Even though I've done 4 days of Grand Theft Auto, I've put this in there just because I can. And there should be Assassin's Creed in the next rotation as well. But I'm thinking maybe 1 rotation. It all depends. Like, I don't know when or like where I should position the multiplayer, because I don't know how much I'm going to do in the multiplayer. I should at least try it, see if I like it, and if I really like it, maybe, because it wouldn't hurt having a break from this game, even though I don't want to. It wouldn't hurt to like focus on like Grand Theft Auto, Halo Infinite multiplayer until Halo Infinite comes out, and then focus on both of them games until we're done, maybe. Because we've done a lot. We're on episode 81 now, and so there is a lot of people going to catch up on, I guess. I don't know. But that's the sort of plan. It ain't really much of a plan. It's going to be a bit all up in the air, really. I'm going to try and keep things running as much as I can, like Assassin's Creed. But I think I will try and cover the multiplayer if they do release it early. Like, there's a big rumour that they might release the campaign early as well, which I don't know. Like, I don't know what's smart. Would it be smart to release both at the same time? I think if anything, it'll be multiplayers early for people who've pre-ordered the game. That's a bit more predictable. And then, but the thing is, then multiplayer, you don't want just to have pre-orders because the multiplayer will be dead before it properly releases for everyone. Like, I don't know, like, because I don't want it, because you wouldn't want to release Halo Infinite's campaign early for pre-orders, because then everyone's going to get spoiled within, because it's 3 weeks still until the campaign's meant to come out.
In position for sailing!
Waiting your orders, Commander.
We're ready to dock!
I read somewhere that originally they wanted to release Halo Infinite in this time period, like November, but then they weren't sure whether it'd be finished or like it'd be as refined as it could be. That's why they put the December. So if it's finished and they think it's good to go, there's a good chance they'll put it out. I don't know, like, it'll be a nice surprise on the 20th anniversary of Xbox.
About my leader, do you have any news?
I found this Avlos on a siren, if you could call her that.
An Avlos? My wife always loved these. I bet she learned to play it alongside the sirens as they sung men to their deaths. Just like her.
I'll bet the sirens and Lida were good friends.
She was so mesmerizing. Her song always worked on me.
Sorry if there was an echo on my TV volume up.
If Lida is alive, I'll find her. Ready for departure!
Let's see. But really I could probably release the Halo Infinite multiplayer as soon as possible, but so it might already be out if I can, like if I release it before this, like it's something that I could release as soon as I can, I suppose. Because I am ahead, so I could do, like, I could have a week of random streams if I wanted to and chill out a bit. So I could just do put this episode and the next episode in this rotation. So, and then I could have the rest of the week off, just to let things catch up a little bit while not going up completely off guard like I did before. I might do that, because if I can just do a load of streams of Halo Infinite's multiplayer, and just put it as a random stream in the evening, late at night, it'd be nice to have that, like,
Looks like a storm.
I think that would be nice to do. And the reason why I went to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Definitive Edition, because it's on Game Pass, and I should try and complete it as soon as I can, because that might leave any moment. And I am having somewhat fun with it. In this rotation, I think it's episode, let me have a look, in the next few days,
Salvage nearby.
let me have a look.
Peaks are the mountains of Anaki.
After
My vision showed a horrible cyclops lurking in the darkness.
After episode 6, there's another video of San Andreas. It's a bit of a weird one. It's San Andreas on the 360. No, I streamed it last night, late at night, as like a spur in the moment, no commentary, but for some reason the audio on the game isn't there. Like there's no audio at all. I hope there's audio on this. Like this will be a good tester. But I streamed it in my bedroom. I was like, because I had it downloaded on my console upstairs, and I'm like, I want to see how good it is compared to the remaster. And I gotta say the 360 version is better than the definitive edition, gameplay wise anyway. Like it's a bit quicker, a little bit smoother in gameplay, and it's a bit weird. Like sure, it looks a bit ugly, but the player models look better. And I know that's kind of that's what people are all going on about, how the player models look rubbish, but they kind of do. If you go back to the older one, after playing it, it does look bad. But the thing is, I'm still going to play the remaster, because it's there. Like, I would like to play through the whole Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, because I've never done it before. I've attempted it on the 360 one, but there are like game-breaking bugs with saves on that, so that's why I'm not doing it on that version, say, because I don't want to risk playing through half the game and then it messing up. Or there's a few like quality of life issues with that game regarding like saves, checkpoints are in the new version now, like things like that. There are like some nice additions that make the experience a little bit better. So that's why I'm going to still do the series on the definitive edition. It's kind of crazy. The definitive edition's been removed from PC, which is kind of mad, really, when you think about it. Like, I think certain Grand Theft Auto, like Rockstar, they might get sued, like Take-Two, because like people were saying like this is like going against a consumer act or something, for them to just remove it because it's broken. Like, people are comparing it to Cyberpunk, and I can totally get it, because it's like such a rush thing, and it's from Rockstar as well. Where when I've been playing through the Let's Play, I'm like, this doesn't feel right in some situations. And it's kind of sad. It is sad. Like I think maybe it's just the controls that I like, settings maybe I need to improve for mine, because when I was playing the 360 one, the controls are like just a bit smoother, like when sprinting. I think if there's a setting in this, if there's something in the settings of like sprinting, because in like the 360 one you just hold down A to sprint and it's really instant, whereas in the remaster you tap it, you spam it like in GTA 5 or something, and it's really slow. But I don't know, like I've had some good fun with it. I think the game's a bit dead compared to the 360 one as well. I felt like when I played the 360 one there was a bit more traffic, a bit more audio in the background, which in the remaster is kind of dead. Like, you think for a remaster with next gen consoles, even Xbox One, they could have bumped up the traffic a bit more. They would have done ambient sounds and audio. And people, like, I did watch a few videos and people said about, like, the fog and the mist. It's been completely removed, so it makes the map look smaller. And I felt that playing. I was like, this map feels a bit smaller. I don't know why. Yeah, like, I can totally see why. So, unless they'll add stuff back in or they'll fix stuff, and people said about the rain, like, that's a problem, and I haven't seen the bad rain yet, but the rain does seem to be pretty bad.
This looks like the place.
Like, it's so, like, dated, like, and that's the thing, in the trailer, they did a Cyberpunk thing when they advertised this. They showed all the good stuff, but they didn't show the gameplay. They didn't show what was underneath, what was happening, until they put it out. And that just shows that Rockstar ain't the same anymore. It's the same with like Cyberpunk. They fell for like the corporate like, how would you say, like investors. That's it. They take the knee to the investors over the people that are buying the product, which is a shame, because like the people that put them there in that popular status of praising their games. Sure, it was the developers that worked on the game, but if it wasn't for them making a good game and people saying, yeah, this is an awesome thing you've made, keep it up and we'll buy more. It's the same with Bethesda as well, because they've fall back and they've took the knee to hang on, let's do it.
No closer, please.
I'm here to slay you.
I'm not here to hurt you.
Everyone hurt me because look different.
I hate it in games when they show they give the name of the guy.
You're not the only one. I've been attacked my whole life for what I am.
A Cyclops. Right?
You different, like me. Friends. Me Polyphemus. You little.
Sure, little. Polyphemus, I'm looking for a woman who was here.
No friend for a long time. You help make friend. Friend fish together. You like fish.
So I help you make a friend to go fishing with, and you'll help me find the woman I'm looking for.
Pretty beach. Little will see. Little will like. We go now.
Why don't he just come with me? Like, join me on my ship, because he looks like a fighter. But yeah, like, it's stupid that like these really used to be amazing developers, they take the knee to investors more than the fans, which is sure.
Polyphemus, this is important. Do you mean Lida?
Silly little, not Lida, lady.
Like they shouldn't, like, developers shouldn't listen to the fans too much, because like, you want to have something that surprises you. You don't want the same Assassin's Creed experience every time it comes out, you know? Like that sort of thing. They should innovate in things. But then sometimes they should stay the same. Like, if they're happy with the product and they think it can sell a bit more, then they should stick with it, you know? But they should somewhat listen to the fans on like what people would like to see in a game, you know, and not. And people have been saying for years now, since Cyberpunk and games before that, like Fallout 76, release it when it's done. We don't want like live service game. Like, live service is fine, but make sure the first product that you release is good enough to be a live service afterwards as well. I don't know how I got that.
You're nothing like the Cyclops from Kefalonia. He had one real eye and one fake eye. He picked on little.
Pick on little.
Oh, he's so dead.
I shoved this fake eye up a goat's ass.
I remember that. That was funny. Bit of rape.
A little funny.
But yeah, things are going to be a bit busy and a bit all over the place, so you gotta bear with me a little bit. Kill the bandits. Okay, we can do that. I'm Kassandra. I can do anything. I'm a strong, independent woman. Oh.
I should check that. Stop! Right now! Respotted the target!
Oh yes. Sorry, doggy. It'd be cool if the shit was like cheering. Go, Kassandra! Fuck them up. Hey, bitch. Fuck, stop. We got him. This guy would fucking wreck him if he put his mind to it. Did he come into the ship? What's he doing?
There, big guy. The beach is yours now to fish all you want.
Little think beach pretty.
It's ugly light up of it. I can't
It
study
depends
that.
on who's looking at it. Sure. I think it's pretty.
But still need friend to share. Polyphemus like poetry. Can practice with you. Tell Polyphemus what make little little.
I have nice art. What?
I have the strength of 10 warriors. I could lift a whole mountain above my head.
Strong like Polyphemus. Careful, no crush small things. What else?
Nothing makes me happier than celebrating. Drinking and singing are good for the spirit.
With friend. Polyphemus love to sing. More?
I wish I could be with my family. The last time I was happy, I was a young girl. I miss those days. I don't know why I'm telling you this. You're a good listener, big guy.
Little hurt inside. Like Polyphemus. For you.
This is beautiful, big guy.
More gift for little spices from pretty green-eyed lady. Only gift Polyphemus ever got.
This might be exactly what I was looking for. So you have a beach to go fishing.
Only need friend.
I can't
Join
stay
my
with
crew.
you, big guy. But I think I found someone you should meet. Evrilogos. This is Polyphemus. Polyphemus Evrilogos.
Show you cave.
Show me everything, my big friend. This is the grandest, most spectacular shore on which I've ever laid my weary eyes. I want to see it all.
You little,
Okay.
but big heart. Take this special gift.
Ah. See you later, big guy. Okay. So that's it's our little quest, and that's it. Okay. Brasidas, my friend. Let's find your wife.
About my leader, do you have any news?
In the cave, I found a man. I took these spices from him.
Ah, my leader. Do you think the man you found was a Cyclops? Then she concocted an elixir from these spices and helped him to grow a second eye?
Barnabas, there was no Cyclops on Anafi any more than there was one on Kefalonia.
Have faith, my friend. Lida was there.
All that for a bracelet, an avlos, and some spices.
But look! I know this bracelet too well. The women of the Siege Plains wear them. These spices are native to the lands of Demeter. And this avlos is marked by a craftsman in the Parnes Mountains.
They're all from Attica.
The cave! They're all around the one known as the entrance to the underworld. It can't be a coincidence. Is that where Lida is?
There's only one way to know. Let's go.
Most would have called me crazed, but not you. You truly are my best friend.
It's nothing. Now, let's find your wife. So what does Lida look like?
She was the most beautiful woman I've ever known. Beautiful dark hair and skin. Her green eyes sparkled like jewels. And when she drank, could she fight?
Ah, she sounds fun.
She was that and more, my young friend. So much more. It's been so... I wonder if Lida would even recognize this old face.
Why didn't he meet... I suppose he was trying to find her, but... Akita. Okay, so we're heading back to Akita now. Okay. We'll do that then.
Let's
Bit more sailing. I'm quite happy with doing that.
We've been waiting for you. I see salvage.
But yeah, lots of stuff going on, and I would like to try and finish Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, so I think that would be a nice series to finish off. It's weird though, like in the recent videos, I think it's from these, like I turned the volume down, like the music down, not all the way, but so that you can't barely hear it, and I'm still getting copyrighted for it, and it's kind of weird. Like it's not happened on Twitch yet, which is why I would rather it not happen. Like I don't mind being copyrighted on YouTube, but it's when it's on Twitch and they mute it, because when it gets muted and I export it, that section is still muted, and it's kind of irritating. Because one of the, I think episode 2 of the Grand Theft Auto playthrough, it's it's the same sort of thing, and it's kind of annoying. But like if it's on YouTube and it's like that, I don't mind. Because really, I'd rather it be like the raw. Like the thing is, it's weird that you're getting copyrighted for songs, like for less songs. If you think about it, it'd be even worse if the game had all the songs that were originally in it. And the thing is, apparently people like the reason why Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was taken down as well on PC was because some files were still in the game that shouldn't have been there. Like you know the T hot coffee missions. They were in the game, like source code, and that they shouldn't be in there. I think legally or something, because I think they were told off because of that. How raunchy they were. And then in what was it? And then all the music that was removed was still in there. And I guess they're going to be removed. Like, it's so stupid that a definitive edition, which is like the prime version of that game, doesn't have all the original stuff in it. It's kind of it's definitive edition isn't what it should be called. It should be just called remaster. And then they could have probably got away with most of the shit that's not in there. But I don't know. Like, I'm glad that I'm able to play it through Game Pass and I'm not forked out a lot of money. But if I did, I would not be happy with the product, even if it was just San Andreas and I just paid a little bit towards that game. I would not be happy at all. Like, and I think people on PC said that they've been trying to get refunds, but Rockstar's delaying it, so until they can get it back on, and that's like really bad. Like, they should be like, okay, yeah, you've fucked up. Here's your refunds. But I don't know. Like, I'm having somewhat fun with it still. Like, there was some good come out of it, but it's just a bit. It's not as good as you thought it'd be. Like, the trailers did amp it up to be more than it is, and that's wrong. It's just another thing that, like, they're getting away with it again, you know, that sort of thing. And for something that that came out to somewhat hold us back for GTA 6 maybe, it's kind of wrong that it's not there, you know. But I don't know, that's why I think Halo Infinite is going to be probably one of the best games this year. I know that there's a good chance it won't be. It's not come out yet, but I really think Halo Infinite is going to be a really good game. What I've seen so far in the trailers and everything, it's looking good. Sure, it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I think Infinite will be a really strong game this year. Not Game of the Year maybe, but considering most of the games that come out this year haven't been great. I haven't heard a game that people have stuck around with. But Halo Infinite, if it's got a really good story and people connect with it, and Halo fans like it, and it's on PC as well, and it's got a good multiplayer, it's a good contender. Like, it might beat the shooters anyway. Like, people are saying Battlefield 2042 is pretty good now, but it's still got a lot of problems. Like, what was his name? Aptro from Neebs Gaming. He said he'd recommend people leave Battlefield 2042 for a year, which is what I would probably do, to be fair. Because usually Battlefield is better. Like, Battlefield 1, even though I played it day one and I loved it throughout, like the first few months were kind of dead for content. And it took like 6 months before things started to churn out, so I somewhat agree with like holding it off for a little while to play. I would love to play Battlefield 2042, and to be fair, knowing EA, they will more than likely put it on EA Play, which is on Game Pass, so I'll probably play it then maybe. But right now I probably wouldn't pay for it. Maybe in a few months time, maybe if I'm dying to play something new. But
Don't want to be caught here.
To be fair, I've got that many games I'm playing right now that I've got way more investment in. You know, there's a But yeah, I've got like no real desire to play Battlefield 2042, and I should be, because I love Battlefield. But what I've seen so far, it's a bit, I don't know, it's like somewhat cashing in on Battlefield 4 instead of like it's cashing in on all the nostalgia Like, if you think about it with the portal, which is kind of good. Like, the portal looks really cool. But, it seems like with no campaign either, it seems like it's a bit of a nostalgia cash grab by just saying, oh look, we got a load of old school stuff in there as well. And what I've seen is that it's still not got a lot of content, even though you've got how many games technically in that. People said there's only like 20 guns that have come from 2042, which is kind of crazy. Like, you think a game that's set in the future, after Battlefield 4, you think we would have had all crazy types of guns and stuff. Sure, they'll probably add more, and if they're going down the customization route, the guns should be free if they're adding guns in the future, because they wouldn't dare release guns, like paid guns, unless it was a season pass thing. But and to be honest, the games look like, I don't know, but the maps and everything for 2042 look a bit flat. Like it just, some of the maps just look like concrete, like pure flat concrete. There's no like variation almost. Like the better maps look like they're from Battlefield 1 and stuff. Like they look really nice. I think Battlefield 5 as well. They're from. And the Battlefield 3 stuff looks good as well. But that's what I feel with Battlefield 2042. That instead of them releasing brand new maps, I think it's mostly going to be, oh look, here's a map from Battlefield 4, another one from Battlefield 1. Like, they're gonna do the easy method of making maps, I think. Which might be good, because it took forever for them to do Battlefield 5 maps. Which is why that game died within so quickly, because one, people didn't want the bullshit, and then I don't know, it's just, I think Halo's got the best chance of being the best shooter. And there was a funny video that I saw. Apparently Dr. Disrespect said Halo Infinite won't last because it hasn't got a battle royale, and that just shows how like, like if that just shows that Dr. Disrespect is kind of scared if he doesn't have a battle royale to play. And you think like someone like Dr. Disrespect would prefer like a proper shooter that you're always in the action when you think about it. Oh, where the fuck is this? Oh. Okay, this looks interesting. Do you think Dr. Disrespect would prefer like a Call of Duty arena shooter, like a Halo, than a really slow paced? I don't get like people. I don't know why people prefer watching. I'd rather watch like a Halo tournament or a Gears of War tournament where the action's always there all the time than say a really slow battle royale gameplay. So I find it weird that people like, because whenever I've played a battle royale, it's mostly, it's about 70% running around just to be shot in the back or something. That's what it's like. It's like a really bad Battlefield like map almost. Like some of the Battlefield
So many bodies. Is this the underworld?
Kassandra.
If that was Mass Effect, you would have had a prompt to punch him. Just saying.
Lida?
Stop! I'll kill you if you come any closer. Who sent you? Belenos? Adicles?
Relax. We're here on our own.
You haven't aged a day. Is this the underworld? Lida, it's me, Varnavas.
That was my father's name. I never told it to anyone.
Father? Young one, please. What was your mother's name?
The same as mine. Lida of Ithaca.
You were right, old friend. Lida survived, but not the way your visions told you. This is your daughter.
Impossible. You have no proof.
Young one, a lifetime ago, your mother and I sailed side by side. The night I lost my eye, a tempest overwhelmed us and ran us into the rocks. Lida was so brave. She roped together some of the splintered hull. I held her and I said, "Don't stop paddling."
Until you reach the shore.
Oh, she told you this story. Good!
After all this time, Mater said you were a king who died fighting the Hydra. You need to know. Mater, she's...
I understand. We'll grieve her together.
I hate to interrupt, but Lida, you did threaten us with a blade. And there were bodies.
After Mater died, I took over the farm. Ever since, suitors have tried to marry me for my fortune. When that didn't work, they decided it would be easier to kill me for it.
You've been defending yourself. Let us help.
You mean let me help? That's what you'll look. That's only what it'll be.
These kind of people don't stop until they have what they want. You mentioned two names?
Belenos and Anticles. They both live nearby. I can show you where.
Let's go together.
With you by my side, we'll be unstoppable.
Right. Together. Into battle.
How weird. Go on, I missed probably some of that tunnel. Guys. Fine. Don't know why Barnabas is getting involved. I suppose it's kind of expecting him to say, "We'll help." Kassandra, go and do this work for me.
In the golden fields. Tell me, did she ever remarry?
She did. He was a good man, kind to her and to me.
Good. I pray to the gods that if she lived, she would live happily. The gods listen.
I hate this. This is just awkward. I do miss the old Assassin's Creed stuff of just go like having all the dialogue in a cutscene and then going to the mission or something. I hate this of running around talking. Oh, nice one, Barnabas. Fuck me, you're fucking murdering him. I don't care, I'll fucking kill you all. Oh, that was a bit wacky. Oh, here we go. Fucking bounty hunter.
My mother's farm and my life are safe. With all my heart. Thank you, both of you.
And thank you for making this old man happy again. Now, about that wine!
Well, this got us out of the trouble.
So now that
pretty
you have your
game.
life back, what will you do with it?
Honor my mother. Protect our farm and our fortune.
I was hoping you'd join your old pater on the Adrestia.
The gods sent me a sign by bringing you back to me to save this place. I can't dishonor them and matter by leaving.
You're right. This land needs you.
Pater, our farm is yours. One day, when you've sailed the world and want a stable home, you will have one here. But unless Demeter herself burns these silos down, I know I'm acting in the will of the gods.
You know what I'm gonna do after this?
You're
I
right.
look at the colours, like this
Strong
game
as
looks
her mother,
awesome.
I couldn't be more proud. I only
So
wish
pretty.
she'd change her mind.
Maybe she will. In the meantime, whenever we sail past these lands, let's make it a point to stop in and say here.
So many games they go for such a dark, drab, dull look, and then you play something like this, and Origins, and it's just so refreshing. I'm blowing everything up now. I'm blowing up?
This
Yeah.
for you, Varnavas. I just hope you never find out.
What? Why am I doing this? What? This is part of a quest. Why? What? Okay. I was doing this as a joke. As, like, just progressing my thing, but this seems like legit. How's that damaging me? That's just weird, isn't it? It's amazing that didn't blow up.